for some reason, Gas came to my mind. And I'm not talking about Kyle Gas, Garrick from Modern Warfare 2019 and onwards. I'm talking about the original Gas from the original Modern Warfare game. Sometimes things just pop into my head because I'm always working on Call of Duty. But I recently played the original Modern Warfare, which maybe I played it 3-4 weeks ago. And from the very get, I really enjoyed Gas. And maybe it's because he's the first person that I meet when I'm playing as Task Force 141 and I'm playing as Soap. I'm in the Task Force 141 shooting range, or the Special Air Service shooting range, and Gas meets us there, and he kind of gives us an instruction on what to do, how to shoot, and whatnot. Then he sends us over to meet with Captain Price. But throughout the story, Gas just felt like he was a presence there. Of course, we had Captain Price and our Marines, and we had other characters, but Gas felt like a friend, not just to me, which was Soap, but also to Captain Price and everyone else. It felt like he had been alongside Captain Price for a really long time. It felt like he was Captain Price's right-hand man. Gas felt like he was just a very talented operator, and he was fun, cool to be around with, and elite. And so the main point of this video, I suppose, is to show some appreciation to Gas. As the story progressed and we played with the Special Air Service, Gas was kind of always around handling the missions, sending us to do things, or working together. But when he died, I think that when he got killed, his death impacted me the most in a weird way so far, just because he kind of never saw it coming. We play this whole story and we're chasing Zakaev. We're trying to stop these war from breaking out. We kill Al-Assad, and it's just this whole hunt that we're after, right? And the trilogy didn't focus heavily on the characters that much. It didn't focus heavily on just Special Air Service and Task Force 141. There was a clear divide. You know, we played as the Marines, and so there wasn't like a huge emphasis on Gas. It's not like they built Gas up throughout the whole game and then just killed him. It was just because he was another one of the guys. He was another like brother in arms. He was one of our friends, and we were fighting alongside together trying to stop this war, and it was just cool. Like, you know, you knew he was there and you felt kind of safe that he was there, you know? And so when his death came, it just kind of popped up out of nowhere. Like, again, we spent the whole game chasing this thing or chasing Zakaev, trying to stop something. And so there towards the end of the mission, we're with Sergeant Griggs, Captain Price, Soap, Gas, and we're basically escaping after successfully destroying the missiles that were in the air launched by Imram Zakaev. So we play this whole game. We finally get to the part where we're, you know, saving the world and we're leaving. And so now that we saved the United States from nuclear destruction, we're gone. And then there's this big ass explosion when you think you're about to escape. And in that explosion, Soap is injured, Price is injured, Price is almost dead, Sergeant Griggs gets killed by Zakaev, and Gas gets killed without he didn't even have time to react. You know, like, Griggs at least shot back, tried to save Soap. You know, he was in the fight. But Gas, this character that has always been ever present, who has been helpful to Soap, who has been helpful to Price, who has always been there, has just been one of your guys. You see him trying to recover, trying to get his bearings with this big ass explosion that just happened. And you see him laying on the ground trying to turn around, and as he's kind of turning around and again just barely realizing what's going on, he looks up and all of a sudden you see fucking Zakaev with this big ass goddamn pistol, Desert Eagle probably, and just boom, shoots him right in the head. My boy couldn't even react, can't even reach for his gun, can't do nothing. He just barely saw this big ass Imram Zakaev with this big ass Desert Eagle, and he just got shot, you know? And I thought, no fucking way. Like, I hated that that's how he died. I hated how it happened. I disliked it a lot. And in terms of Modern Warfare 1, I think it was the death that hit me the hardest. And I wanted to clarify that because earlier I said that the death had hit me the hardest. But in terms of MW1, it absolutely did. That's the death that hit me the hardest because it was just very unexpected. And to see him just laid out like that, not even realizing, I mean, it really, really sucked, and it made you feel really, really bad. Like, it made me feel awful, you know? I was like, nah, not Gas, not like that, you know? Like, damn it, man. Like, if he would have realized, you know, he probably would have been able to turn around and pop Zakaev's ass. But, you know, that's not how it works sometimes, obviously. And in terms of the game, in terms of the storyline, obviously, it elevated the game more. It elevated Zakaev. It showed you that there's real consequences. And then to exact revenge as soon as he did that by being able to kill Zakaev, that was huge, to be honest. And it was satisfying because I was able to shoot that motherfucker like, pow, like hard. You know, I wanted to tag him. And so there was a lot of more satisfaction from being able to do that, especially after seeing Gas dead like that. So again, I just wanted to bring that up. For some reason, that's what came to mind today before I started editing something. And I wanted to talk about Gas, the original Gas. Maybe he doesn't get as much credit as he deserves anymore because people aren't thinking of him as much. But that was a brutal scene, a sad scene, and definitely one of the saddest scenes that I've experienced in Call of Duty. Wish my boy would have been able to see it coming, but these things do happen. And Gas was a hell of a character, to be honest.